Here are 3 lessons that I've learned now that I've completed my first week of 75 hard. So the first lesson is get it done early or it won't get done. So lesson 1 is to make sure that you do as much of your tasks as possible as early in the day as possible. The more you leave till later, the less likely it is to get done. So what I found is if I left any of my tasks to the end of the day, specifically reading, it would be more likely for it to feel like a burden and for me to just not want to do it in general, because after a long day of doing 2 workouts and completing all the other tasks, leaving the reading until I go to bed would just feel like a burden and I would not enjoy it at all, because all I want to do at that point in the day is just go to sleep. Same thing with the gym. Like, as soon as I wake up every day, I'm going to get one of my workouts in, I'm going to get that ticked off. Just getting these tasks done as early as possible kind of helps you stay consistent and helps you stay motivated throughout the week and through day to day. Lesson number 2 is sustainability over intensity. So in the context of my 2 workouts, what I would do most days is I would do a gym session or a run, and then for my second workout, normally my outdoor workout, I would be going on a walk. By no means am I saying that your workout should not be difficult, but I am saying that you should keep one workout for the more harder, more challenging option, and then the other one for a more sustainable and easier workout. So don't try and go full beast mode on your workouts, because what you will find is you just get too tired and you will lack motivation and you just won't get the shit done you need to do. So the best option is to just pick a sustainable and consistent routine you know you can stick to over a long period of time, because that is going to get you the results. Lesson number 3 is that you do have time, but you need to own it. So I've found that 75 hard has took up quite a lot of my time between my 2 workouts, cooking my own meals, reading, walking, going to work, all that stuff. I did feel like my schedule was busy. That is why it is so important to make sure you plan out your day. Whether you do that in a calendar or just kind of a structure elsewhere, it is incredibly important, because you then realise how much time you have to do stuff. And obviously a challenge like 75 hard is productive. It is going to improve you mentally, physically, you know, all of that good stuff. So it is not a waste of your time. You do have time to do it. During this first week, of course, there were days that I didn't feel like doing the tasks. You know, when I'd come home from a long day at work and I still had to read my book, I still had to go on a long walk, or I still just had to do some of my tasks. I did not want to do it all the time, but that is the important thing, is to do it when you don't want to do it. That's what builds discipline. That's what showing up every single day, regardless of how you feel, does, and it just improves you as a person overall. So those are some lessons that I learned from doing my first week of 75 hard. I've got 68 more days to go. I will be doing weekly updates on what I've learned and kind of my daily routines. If you want to follow along on the journey, then make sure you hit the subscribe button and like the video. I'll see you next week.